Okay. 2003 is your number. How many thousands? How many hundreds? How many tens? How many ones? Good job, Athena. Athena says there's 2,000. Now keep in mind, these are going to look kind of like cubes. So 2,000. Whoop. 2,000. So that's 1,000. And that's 1,000. So in expanded notation, you have 2,000 plus 0 plus 0 plus 1, 2, 3, 2003. Good job, Quinn. Yeah, some of those blocks are hard to draw, especially when you have to get into the really big numbers. Those are harder to draw. But in our expanded notation, I want you to think of expanding the number out. You're pulling it apart like a slinky. Okay, so you're going to pull those apart, maybe like slime or something like that. You're going to pull them apart so you can see all the things inside of it. Okay, Athena picked our first number. Mayrin, you want to pick our second number? Can you say that one more time? 1,000?
56, actually.
56. Okay, 56. And then Quinn, I saw your hand go up. You'll pick our third number, okay? Okay, so let's finish. So we'll do the second number, and then Quinn, you can pick our third number today. 1,056.
1,056.
Yep, 1,056 is our next number. Good job, Jonah. How many thousands? How many hundreds? How many tens? And how many ones?
Am I doing good?
You are doing really great, Jonah. I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, so there's 1,000.
Okay,
hundred.
hang on, let me put it in. 1,000, so let me draw it in here. It's easier when we only have 1,000. So we have 1,000 in expanded notation. That's 1,000 plus, how many in the hundreds, Jonah?
That's how many in the hundreds?
Yeah.
0 hundreds.
0 hundreds. How many in the tens?
5.
5. So we have, wait a minute, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Okay, so that will be 50 here. How many in our ones?
6.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6. So, oh, wait a minute, forgot a 0 over here. 1,000, comma, 0, 5, 6. 1,056. Okay. The one last in our hundreds chart today. Hang on. Oops. So I delete other things.
Can you play bucket today?
Not today. We're gonna play on Friday for sure.
Friday?
Yeah, Friday.
Okay.
Because we have a lot to do today, and then we'll play on Friday for sure. Okay, Quinn. What is our number, Quinn?
Our number is 5,500. 5,500.
Okay, 5,500. So 5,500.
How do you draw 50?
Well, you have 50, so you have 5,500. 5,500. So we would have 5,000s. You don't have to necessarily draw all of them like little squares. So you have cubes. You have 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000. So that's 5,000 plus, how many hundreds, Quinn?
I thought 6,000, I guess.
No, how many hundreds? In 5,000, you have 500. How many hundreds?
I don't know. I just picked a random number.
That's okay. But we have our five, we have our thousands. How many is in our hundreds? Look here. How many's in our hundreds?
Is the T the whole cube?
It's what, a whole cube?
Is the T the whole cube
The
on your
Oh,
screen?
the TH?
Yeah.
That one's for thousands. So all those are going to be little thousands cubes. So those ones will, yes, those will be all cubes. So if we do all cubes, they will look like this for thousands. Okay. So you have 5,000. How many in my hundreds? Athena says 5. So we have 500s blocks in our hundreds. 500.
Okay.
And then, yes, Rochelle.
Are we going to have another class today?
We're not talking about that right now. So there is going to be how many in our tens? There is 0 in our tens and 0 in our ones. So we'll have, so 5,000 plus 500 plus 0 plus 0 is 5,500. Good job, Quinn. Turn your fives around. They're backwards. I used to do that too, so I understand. 5,500 is our number. Okay. One of the things we're going to be doing today is we're going to be comparing numbers. Nicely done, Rochelle. Okay, we're going to be comparing numbers. Now, you lower hands, make sure I don't miss anybody. Okay, we're going to be comparing numbers. We're going to start looking at more than, less than, but we're going to be focusing in on equal to. We're going to have a kind of a diverse, so it'll be a bunch of stuff, okay? We're going to look at it together. So, let me go in here and, okay. Learning how to compare numbers is what we're going to be doing in our lessons. Perfect job, Quinn. Wonderful job. Compare numbers to help us understand the bigger number, the smaller numbers, and the same numbers, the ones that are equal to. So think about kind of like the little Goldilocks and the Three Bears. Okay. Yes. Athena, do you have a question? Yes.
You stop real quick because I have to go potty.
Okay, go hurry. We'll keep on talking about this, but the number is bigger, smaller, and just the same. So I want you to be thinking about kind of like Goldilocks and the Three Bears, right? When she walks into the house, she finds the biggest chair, the smaller chair, and then the chair that's just right. Okay. So I want you to be thinking about that's how we're going to compare numbers. They help us make decisions when picking the most candies or sharing toys with friends or siblings or somebody in your neighborhood, okay? And what we're going to spend time talking about is equal to, but again, you have more than and less than. Those are for older, that's our older grade levels. So we get into like third grade, second and third grade, you'll start learning that kind of stuff, right? But we're going to preview it today. So we're going to start first is we're going to talk about equal to. That's what it's going to look like. Equal to means to have the same value, means it's exactly the same. So for instance, 5 is equal to 5, right? Because it's the exact same number. It has the exact same amount. 5 is equal to 5. It is the same amount, has the same value. Now, I want you to be thinking, the more than they have less than, the alligator eats the bigger number. So he goes, nom, 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 nom. He goes after the bigger number, okay? And then the equal sign kind of stays the same. Yes, Quinn, you have a question?
You were talking about with the 5 and 5. I think I know how that goes also because I played the school game I have.
I
And
love it.
Sissy does the alligator game with me.
Yeah,
sometimes.
I love that. Thank you for sharing. Yeah, we're going to play more of that. So we're going to play with the alligator today. So we're going to learn a little bit about more than, less than, and equal to. So the equal to is, we're talking about this one, the greedy gator. He's learning how to compare numbers. He's greedy and his mouth opens toward the largest number. He goes, oh, I like that meal better than that meal. I'll get more food in that one, okay? So when you have the greater number, he's going to eat the bigger number. And if they're the same, he's going to hang out because he can't eat both meals. He'd be too full and then he'd fall asleep, right? So let's look. So the more than sign, right? The more than sign is a big alligator's mouth that likes to eat the larger number, but it's only when it comes first in the number sentence. So for instance, let's see, 5 is greater than 4, okay? If it comes first, so 5 is bigger than, greater than 4, it's a bigger number. Let's try this one. Less than happens when the big alligator mouth is facing away from the first smaller number. For instance, again, 4 is less than 5. Because again, the gator wants to eat the bigger number. He wants to go, nom, 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 nom. He's going to eat the bigger number, okay? So let's look at this. Equal to, this is what you're going to be learning today in your lessons. It's going to be a little different, but have the same value. So equals exactly the same, kind of like we talked about and Quinn brought up in her game. 5 equals 5 because 5 is the same as 5. Yep. 5 is the same as 5. So the gator decides not to eat either because it would make him too stuffed to eat both sides, and then he'd fall asleep. He'd fall asleep. It's like after Thanksgiving, he ate both sides. He ate both sides of the table. He fell asleep. Okay, so the greedy gator is facing the larger number, which comes first, right? It comes first. So because it comes first, 35, because it's the 3's and the 10's, and the 2 is in the 10's over here, 35 is greater than, he wants to eat this number. He's eating it up. 35 is greater than 25. Okay, let's look at this one. The greedy gator is facing away from the first number. So he's away from the first number because it's smaller. So 60 is smaller than 80. So he's going to eat the bigger number. He wants to go this way. Nom, 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 nom. So 60 is less than 80. Okay, so let's keep on looking. Since both sides of these numbers are the same, the greedy gator takes a nap. He goes to sleep. He's sleeping. Okay, it's too much for him to eat both the numbers. So 20 is equal to 20. They're the same exact because you remember we have 10, 20, 10, 20. That's equal. Okay, so we're going to get to chomping. So you have to help me out, okay? Here we go. Nom, nom, nom. Yeah, right, Quinn? Nom, nom, nom. We got to eat those numbers. Okay, so let's look. 84, is that equal to 43? Quinn, go for it.
$48 is more than 43.
So 84 is greater than 43. He's going to eat it. Good job, Athena. I like the X there. Good job. So it is not equal. 84, because the 8 is in the 10's and the 4 is in the 10's over here. 84 is bigger than 43. Good job, Quinn. Okay, let's look. 55, is it equal to, greater than, or less than 56? Diana, what do you think? Is it equal to? Is 55 equal to 56? No, good job. Fina, is this 55? Is this greater than, or is it less than 56?
The 56 is more. The 55 is less because 55 is one less than 6.
You are correct. So 55 is less than 56. Good job. Okay, let's look at this one. Fill in the missing. So we have to figure out, is 50 equal to 5 tens? Think about it. Is 50 equal to 5 tens? Athena says no, it's not equal. Quinn says it's no. But Mayrin says yes, it is. Let's see why. Mayrin, we have conflicting answers. Why is it the same?
As if it's 5 10, it's still 50. Because 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Then
Yeah.
50.
It is 50. So you have over here, you have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. And then over here, you have 5 tens, which is 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Okay, so it is equal. Quinn, go for it.
I think it's not equal because there's 5, because the 5 is less than 0 and 5. But if you add the 0 of a minus, then it's the same. Then it's still the same number, which is 5, because the 0 is a minus and there's 2 5s.
There is 2 5s, and I hear what you're saying. But in this instance, it's asking if you have 5 tens. Is 5 tens equal to 50 though? So for instance, this is a good conversation to have. If we have our tens and ones blocks here, I want you to see this. So we have our tens and we have our ones. If we're going to make the number 50, whoops. If we're going to make the number, my numbers are all getting fat. There we go. If we're going to make the number 50, how many tens blocks do I need, Quinn, to make 50? Go for it, Quinn. How many tens blocks do I need?
How many tens blocks you need?
If I'm going to make the number 50.
Maybe 1, because 1, it has a whole bunch already.
Okay, so if we go here, how much is that 1 10 stick, Quinn?
I mean 5.
Okay, we need 5. Okay, so if we have 5 10 sticks, what number is that, Quinn? Is it 5? What is it? You have 10, 10, 10.
It's 5.
Is it 5 or is it 50?
I counted 5 of the sticks.
There are 5 of the sticks. You are correct. There's 5 of the sticks. But how much are these sticks each worth?
1 is 9.
No, 1 is 10. So we have 10.
1 is 11. And the third one is 10.
Quinn, we have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Do you see that? So you have 5 10 sticks. There are 5 10 sticks here, but each one's worth 10. Okay?
But with the first one, it's kind of squished together, so it looks like a little 9 like this.
Okay. But we have 5 10 sticks. We have 5 tens, then you have a 50. It's two different, it's tricky. We're trying to see if you can see that. That's okay. But we're still learning this together, okay? So that if you have 5 10 sticks, you are correct. There are 5 of the 10 sticks, but the number is going to be 50. Miss Maria can't seem to write the number 5.
She thought one of your sticks looked smaller, so she thought there was 9 there instead of 10.
Silly me. I have to get them to be the same. Okay, ready? Let's look at this one. Okay, this one's special. Okay, this is what you're going to be learning in class today in your lesson. So you have the first step. So you have to figure out this first step. Then you have to figure out the second step. And then you have to decide if they're equal. Okay, so you have to start with the first step. What's 5 plus 2? Good job, Athena.
They-
Yep.
They are equal because if you have 5, then add 2 more, it's 7.
Mhm.
Then if you have 7 plus 0, it's still 7, so it's equal.
It's equal. So 7 plus 7 is equal to 7. Good job. Okay, let's look at the next one. Ready? You have this first problem. So you have the first problem here. And then you have to do the second problem. And then you have to decide if they're equal. So what is 11 plus 2? Go for it, Quinn. What's 11 plus 2?
11.
So think of 11. Put 11 in your head. 11,
1, 2, 3.
no,
13.
13. Good job. So you're going to
Because
start
you
with 11.
add 12 and then 13, which makes 13.
Good job.
Add 2 more.
So you have 13 over here. Good job.
They are not, they are not equal.
They're not equal because 12 plus 4 is what?
Miss Riley, I can take my X emoji off.
Miss Maria.
I can't take my X emoji off.
That's okay. We'll just leave it there for right now. No worries. Okay. So 12 plus 4 is going to be 16. 16. So 13 is 16 is not equal. So the way it looks is like this. See, it's not equal. You cross out the equal sign. It says it's not equal. Nope. Okay. We're going to do one more today. This one's a big one. 20 plus 5 is what? So think about it in the tens and ones. Tens.
It's equal.
So you have
I'm
20.
pretty sure it's equal because 20 plus 5, then 10 plus 10 equals 20, and then it just has 5,
Mhm.
and it equals 25.
Yep. So you have 10 plus 10
Like you have
plus 5 more is 25. So it is equal.